This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. Hey everybody, I am back from the Thanksgiving holiday, and I hope that you and your family had a good one. After this holiday weekend, ostensibly dedicated to giving thanks for the embarrassment of riches provided to so many in this nation, and to gratitude for the freedom that's protected by our supposedly revered rule of law, Donald Trump had women and their diapered babies who were on Mexican soil tear gassed. What happened was some men were attempting to make it through a section of wire fence on the Mexican side of the border, and Border Patrol, hiding in a large group behind concertina wire, safely behind concertina wire, fired several canisters of tear gas, which immediately spread, carried by the wind, and began choking the women and children bystanders, who were panicked, naturally, and gasping for air. First and foremost, this is an abomination. These are asylum seekers, not military invaders. There are laws in place that provide a framework for handling the many declarations of asylum from needy people coming here from all over the world. But when did laws ever matter to Donald Trump or his virulently hateful Republican Party? Look, this same day, roughly 69 people who made it through the border barrier were arrested for illegally crossing. That is the system working. If people cross illegally, they are taken into custody and dealt with by our system of laws, not tear gassed before they've even made it into the country. You know, this could have turned out far differently. What if next time this erratic, irresponsible, and disproportionate response results in a baby being trampled and killed in the panic which naturally ensues when people find themselves in the horrifying position of not being able to breathe? Are members of the hateful white America First crowd going to delight in that death? Or will the images of a dead human still on foreign soil at the hands of American border authorities going to wake them up? Sadly, I fear that there would be glee, because these Republicans are filthy, unabashed hypocrites, white nationalist Christians who mock their faith by raising their hands in worship on Sunday, then proclaiming their elation at the gassing of poor and desperate human beings. Let's take a look at the proudly hateful Tomi Lahren, for instance. Within minutes of this horrifying and un-American act, Little Miss Toilet Sponge announced that the highlight of her entire Thanksgiving was watching babies in diapers be assaulted with tear gas. The same Tomi who is beside herself that someone might lawfully utilize the First Amendment of the Constitution to protest the seeming constant killing of unarmed black men by highly trained, yet deathly afraid, heavily armed, yet super frightened police. She is thrilled by watching brown babies still in diapers, terrorized and unable to breathe due to choking on foreign chemical agents. In fact, this whole disgusting ordeal was discussed with horrid callousness. Listen to the president of the Border Patrol Foundation, Ron Colburn, say how the tear gas used is so natural and harmless that the victims of it could put it on their nachos.
There was a small hole they were able to puncture through the border wall, and they hurled all sorts of rocks, etc., at the Border Patrol agents, and then they fired the tear gas. Is that warranted?
Absolutely. And to clarify, the type of deterrent being used is OC pepper spray. It's literally water, pepper, with a small amount of alcohol for evaporation purposes. It's natural. You could actually put it on your nachos and eat it.
He says it's natural. You could actually put it on your nachos and eat it. I'm not going to take a bunch of time here to dismantle the stupidity of the intent of this statement, but a couple of things. First, there are a lot of natural things that will kill you, Ron. Why don't you eat a teaspoon full of arsenic, Ron, you ignorant pumpkin head? I mean, why wouldn't you eat the arsenic? It's totally natural. And second, try spraying a cop or anyone else with pepper spray and try not getting an assault and battery conviction. I'm sure the nachos ingredient defense isn't going to hold up in court. Moron. Look, we are losing, if it's not entirely lost already, our moral authority as a nation. A great percentage of our country is joyfully demonizing these poor and desperate people, while disrespecting the very system and laws they claim to stand for. If these clowns truly cared about upholding the Constitution and the rule of law, rather than merely using them as patriot buzzwords, they would demand that these human rights abuses be stopped and regular order be restored. But I won't be holding my breath for that.